Hey, everybody, we're here with beautiful Kelly Singer. At least that's her name today. What do you want to be, Kelly? How are you doing?
Hi, sweetheart. I feel like I'm on the Tonight Show. I was that nervous getting ready to interview with you. You're so illustrious and well known. And I was going to make a comment about your devil. There's still a little bit there, but the devil lighting you have, where you were just like, cast in this red, flashing red glow.
Well, I'm trying to respond to that. I got a lot of criticism of my evil aura.
You were I was definitely seeing red, but or like the red and blue, you feel like someone's pulling up on you.
Yeah, I know.
Pulling you
flashing
over.
Lights.
Bill Medei is pulling us over for all of the
I'm
crimes
pulling you over.
It's
time for your breathalyzer, honey.
Decent music. Well, I'm actually glad that we're on Zoom. I didn't have to brush my teeth or shower.
You're good to go, Cal.
But I did both of those things just for you because I like you, Bill.
Well, I'm a lucky guy. I don't know why I'm so lucky, but I have a question for you, Cal. I have an earth-stopping question for you.
All right.
You ready?
Okay.
This is the first of the major questions. The question is this: lemon or chocolate? What would you rather have?
Lemon.
You're a lemon lady? That's cool. Good.
I want to know the full story behind the question, because now I feel like I'm being entered in some kind of survey that I didn't.
No, it's not anything beyond that. It's just that there are two kinds. I know professional chefs that tell me there are two kinds of taste buds in the world: the people that prefer lemon and the people that prefer chocolate. And there's you got to make a menu around both of them, because you never know which one you're going to get.
Oh,
that's how chefs plan their menus.
That's bizarre,
isn't it?
So it'd be like a chocolate dinner. I mean, I know this isn't a cooking show, and so we're going to just lose everyone immediately.
Okay.
Subject,
but I think
we
it's
will
fascinating.
lose. Yeah.
That's how professional chefs think.
Interesting. I thought it was some kind of wacky personality test.
No, it's just the food you prefer, the flavorings. There's it has something to do with our taste buds.
I love chocolate.
Well, there you go. So is it lemon or chocolate when you think of it?
It's sort of like, where am I today? Today I'm lemon.
Okay. Today's a lemony day. That's perfectly good. Now, I got another question for you. This is equally important. It has to do with your first crush. How far back can you remember the first time you said, "My God, I want to be with that person"?
Wow, I wish you had sent me these. These are the questions I was afraid of.
Well, now you got to think about it honestly. Now, don't overthink it.
I mean, I guess it was kindergarten.
Kindergarten?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same for me. I remember kindergarten. I had a girl.
No, before kindergarten. Before kindergarten. Yeah, it was. Yeah, my neighbor. Hope he's watching. Yeah, my neighbor, my buddy.
Oh, how sweet.
He used to spill me in take me for wagon rides every day. And every day he would spill me in the wagon. And I would I would go home crying, and then he'd knock on the door like 15 minutes later and say, "Get in," and I would. That, I mean, talk about some
That's a
deep
crush.
psychology.
That's gorgeous. I like
And
that
this is
story.
why we have to write out our thoughts.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. See, this is important to us, babe. This is the
Bless
first,
his soul,
the
though.
first
We had a
of
lot of fun.
the craziness that occurs, and you go, "Oh my God, I'm getting old. I've already got a husband or a wife or whatever you need." You know, it's like,
Who says
wow.
they're getting old? I don't know who says they're getting old. Better not be you, buddy.
No, I'm just saying, it's like you see adults doing this. You see, you figure, who am I going to pair up with? You know, you're guessing. You know, I that kind of thing. It's looking into the future. Everybody, I think
Pairing up.
everybody does that.
You're a very like sort of pairing up thinking man. Very
Yeah, maybe
monogamous
I am.
thinking.
You know,
human being.
I think of humanity as like a herd animal rather than a raptor animal. You know,
Yeah.
I think we need each other.
Oh, well, you ain't just whistling Dixie, kid.
Yeah,
We sure do.
yeah,
We sure do need each other. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
raptors live alone and they hunt alone and they kill alone, you know, and they're not friendly to herds.
We need each other to kill.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
no,
Although,
herd animals tend to eat grass or smoke grass, whatever that may be. So,
herd animals?
yeah, herd animals.
I have no idea what you're talking
They're the grass eaters.
The Grass Eaters.
Yes.
Is that the name of a band?
I don't know. It could be if you want it to be.
If it's not, it should be the name. It's better than the name that you and I came up with for our duo.
What was the name of our duo? I forgot.
I don't know. We can say that here.
Okay, we won't say that here. Speaking of duo.
What was that noise? Was that like
that was the introduction.
Oh, okay.
That was the introduction. That's Steve, our engineer, our chief bottle washer and engineer.
Okay.
He's having fun in the studio right now.
That was a fun sound.
Would you like to introduce any of your songs today that you wrote? Can you do that for me?
Well, there were two I had prepared for you that Al Taylor and I wrote together. I wrote the lyrics and Al wrote the music.
Okay.
One is called Ashes and the other one is called Hold On.
Okay, which one would you like to play first?
Are we doing this now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let's start with the quieter one, the slower one. It's called Hold On. Yeah.
Hold On.
That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I sat on the sand through the gray and the fall. I could not see my hand, though I knew it was there. I waited on waves like a Christ on the cross for 3 lonely days, waiting for redemption that never came. And when the sage appeared, I told her my revelations. She crowned my head with a circle of blue. Now write your own good book, son. They'll name the chapters after you. They'll name the chapters after you. When your shining sun is stolen and you're feeling so unholy, hold on, virgin queens who rule the sea, calling dolphins with siren song.
Well. How about that?
How
Hello
about
there.
that, huh?
Yes. Every note rang true.
In the memory of your
Oh,
woo, woo.
mama.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time to get a whole new look at the world. Ready? There we are.
Oh
How's that
God,
for a
you're
look
freaking
at
me
the
out.
world?
I like you looking straight at me though.
Do you? Well, I
Yeah,
don't know. I'll
yeah.
stay right here if you want me to.
I
You
like you
prefer this?
there. Are
You
you okay
prefer
with
this
that?
attitude? You know,
It's a
so
better, we can see the whole, it's a nice angle on
it
your,
is. It's like the
we
hat.
both have our
It's
hats
all
on
in the
today.
hat. You know, it has to have a
Yeah.
rakishness there, or else
Yeah.
I just have no personality. You know, and then I'll be alone and naked, and that's not good.
It's
Yeah.
never anything I hear about Bill Medei. He's personalityless. Never hear that.
Well,
That guy's dull as a doorknob.
I just lost my phone.
See,
My
this
phone
is what I'm
just come right
saying.
off.
There is nothing dull about you or anything you do in life. There's never a dull moment, love.
Well, I don't know. I got my phone is too active for my own damn good here. Excuse me.
All
But,
right, we've gone off on trails. I'm
yeah.
ready for
Now,
questions.
tell me about your history and what made you fall in love with music. That's
My
the main
history.
question in life.
What made me fall in love with music?
What made you say, Kelly, you gonna sing? You gotta sing, honey. I want to sing about the moon and the June and the spring. I want to sing.
You are.
Yes. So tell me
Um,
what made you do it?
what made you do it? What made you do it?
Come on, Rocky.
I guess my mom would always sing in the kitchen, and I think that I always just grew up with that. And they used to play their albums, and I remember like hearing like Helen Reddy. Who else? What other early albums did I have? Linda Ronstadt.
Oh yeah.
Started off with that, with those,
Okay.
and so I would sing
That's a
along
good
with
influence
those.
right there.
Marie
Holy cow.
Osmond, I always had this like desire to be a star, and yeah, that looked like fun. And and then my brother, so I got more into the rock thing, listening to my brother's albums. My
Okay.
brother would be in the basement playing like Judas Priest.
Okay.
And I was such a good little Christian girl. It's hard to believe, right?
Right. It is
Good
hard.
knowing me, good little Christian girl.
Well, we all go through our own cycles.
Playing this devil music. And then I got turned on to all of that stuff in Kansas and all the beautiful voices in Kansas. And my
Holy
Lord,
cow.
like that would just take me to a new
Yeah.
place. But then he busted out the Pat Benatar and Heart. And when I heard Heart, I was like, this is it.
That's the sound.
I used to pretend that I was like the third Wilson
third Heart.
sister.
How about if we call you Kelly Hart then, huh?
No, that's not.
No. Okay.
No. It's Werkheiser, everybody, if you don't know by now. But singer,
Yeah,
I think,
but
is good.
it's all good. It's all good. It's just stage. It's the stage, baby. It's like, hey.
Yeah, singer is
gotta
really
dance
hard
for it.
to mispronounce or misspell. I mean, who has to ask you for the singer, for the spelling on singer? But yeah, so that was, and my brother made me my first microphone. My brother's an electronics genius. They used to call him
good for
Edison
him.
as a kid. Yeah.
Everybody needs one of them.
Yeah, and he made me my first microphone with a toilet paper roll and those old little, you probably know what those little round mics are. I mean, you kind of see those little round mics where in, old TV
Telephones
shows
and stuff. One of those
phone
mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was it. It was a phone.
Sure, that's probably where he got it from, an old telephone.
Yeah.
Take the mic out of it.
I'm sure my parents were happy about that.
Yeah.
And like a cotton ball on top. So that was my first microphone. We used to put on little shows in the basement for my parents. And
do you remember like some of the early songs you used to like to sing for him?
I don't know about that, but I did have a cover band, an ABBA repertoire with my best
Whoa.
friend at the time, and we called ourselves Pink Champagne. So
Wow.
that was our thing, and we used to sing to
Yeah.
ABBA.
That's a
in the
great
little
name.
Toilet paper roll microphone. Pink Champagne.
Pink Champagne is a
Yeah.
beautiful name. I like that. That's
Yeah, you're taking
sparkly.
me back. I haven't thought about these early
Oh,
experiences in a really long time.
Good. I'm making your work, honey. I'm firing
Yeah,
up the
you are,
neurons.
like,
That's what I'm
weird
doing here.
therapy. It's like Medei hypnotism.
Now, speaking of firing up the neurons, I've watched you and helped you write original songs. And I got to tell you, nobody fires up their neurons quite the way you do, babe. You what's it feel like inside you?
I hear them popping a lot, but I don't know.
Well, it's good as long as you don't hear them crunching and crackling.
Right.
So what's it like inside you when somebody's playing a melody that makes you think of words? How does that feel to you?
Well, I think that we've written some stuff off the cuff a little bit, but also, I mean, as you know, I have a bunch of lyrics, things that I've just written that I have available. I'm not a great guitarist. I'm not a great, so I'm sort of that codependent.
That's okay.
Call myself the codependent musician.
Right.
It's nice to have a great player like yourself, or like Al, who was playing with me on that song,
right.
And we'll show the other one. For example, the way I wrote with him is he just sent me a song and said, hey, I have this song instrumental, if you hear anything to it. And I'm going through my lyrics, and I came across something that fit really, really well. And it wasn't written fully, but it prompted me to finish it. So I mostly have lyrics. I don't know what in particular, what quality would move me with melodies that I hear, but I know that there are feelings that I have about songs. Like you and I have done that experimental too.
Yeah, we have. It was great.
Experimental at the time we were just jamming. And I said, oh, let me run to my car. I think I have something for this. And it was something that I just wrote. And we just did it. I mean, I said, don't stop playing. And you didn't stop playing. And I came in and we did the thing, which, we have to get on finishing that, putting it out there.
One day, we got to have time for everything, now that COVID's going away, hopefully. So
let's will it away, sweetheart.
Yeah, let's just rush it out of the system here. We're just gonna make things happen. So yeah. But, you know what? I think I hear a song coming on. Do you want to introduce your second song for us?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and then I can tell you about, because I know you're gonna ask. What's the inspiration for these songs?
What?
So the next one's called Ashes, and that's another one with me and Al Taylor playing, the wonderful Al Taylor.
Al Taylor.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please. 'Cause I don't know what to do with her.
So who are we again?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm having an
I'm Kelly. This is Al.
I'm having an identity crisis.
Hang on. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we're going
Identity crisis number 12. Oh. Yeah, AK-47. That's Al and Kelly, and this is an original. Get serious. This is a very serious song.
Serious.
About a very
What's it called?
serious year. It's called Ashes.
Okay. And who wrote it?
You and I did.
We did.
Yeah.
Hope you like it.
Yeah. I hope you like it.
Okay. Technical difficulty.
It's okay. This happens. It's live, folks. Like,
Is anyone still there?
no. I checked out a long time ago.
Okay. What's checkout time today?
Okay. What is checkout time?
I think checkout time is 5 p.m. today.
Okay.
Here we go.
There
are bones in the barn. There is smoke in the sky. There's a fire in the field. There's a tear in your eye. I ain't trying to find no trouble. I can't even imagine why. So let me burn here all alone till my ashes turn to stone. There's a killer in the dark, and he looks like you and I. There are monsters in the streets. There are buzzing, hungry flies. There are vultures everywhere. There are faceless, empty stares. Now they're trying to accuse you, dress you up in their despair. I ain't trying to find no trouble. I can't even imagine why. So let me burn here all alone till my ashes turn to stone. Just let me sit here by the river. Let me scream into the sky. Leave me lying in the meadow. Let me live a lovely life, 'cause I ain't looking for no trouble. Let the fires burn on high. You will find me all alone till my ashes turn to stone. I ain't trying to find no trouble. I can't even imagine why. So let me burn here all alone till my ashes turn to stone. Till my ashes turn to stone.
Thank you.
That was like I was flying on a jet right there. That was great. It was swooping and diving and carrying
Was it?
on. That was lovely. That was lovely. The way you use your syllables and your long
My
notes.
syllables.
Most people don't use long notes, and you do. And that was outstanding. Thank you. Yeah, there's a beauty to that. There's a beauty to that. You're very distinctive. You're very distinctive. I like that.
Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where did that one come from? Where did you talked about getting paper poetry that you had stored aside from previous times? Is that what that was? How that was generated?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, so the first one, "Hold On," that's the very first tune that Al sent me, and he said, "Do you have anything for this?" And I said, "Why, I think I do." Is that the first one? No, this was the first one. Yeah. So that's, we put them together pretty much in the same way. And he sent me this tune, which was done. It's great guitar part, and he had drums to it and everything. He put everything down. And I went, wait a minute, I just wrote something. The other one, "Hold On," I had written 2 years ago. And I said, I just wrote something. And this one was about really this year. I wrote it this summer. Was hanging out in nature, and I was in my friend's barn, exploring the barn, and I saw there. I noticed there were these bones around, but there are bones in barns left over from wherever, dug up, old
Yeah.
stuff and carried there, whatever. Speaking of raptors, right? We're tying it all together. And I just went, I just thought there are bones in the barn. And I thought, wow, that's a really spooky, mysterious, sort of eerie lyric. And I wrote that down, and the rest came really quickly.
Wow, good.
And it was really, that was about, how can I say it? This time that we're in, we were at in the summer where things were closed down. And if you were, if you were walking this summer, it was pretty creepy. If you were walking outside or doing anything to the contrary, people are looking at you suspiciously. I felt like I had to get a dog just to be allowed to walk my dog outside. Things were getting really creepy, and we're in this time of a lot of dynamics are nothing short of I will use the word, like this feeling of persecution if you do, or if you do anything out of line, or if people are in different camps, and there's all of this separation, and there was this real eeriness going on. There still is, but it was about me sitting in the sunshine and just feeling like I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm enjoying my life and loving nature, and I just want peace. And you just, you get on social media and it's like,
oh yeah, oh my God, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
in a very sort of, there are faceless, empty stares, and if you go out, there they are, faceless, empty stares, and you don't know if anyone's smiling at you. You don't know. It's almost like, it's the time we're in, and it was basically saying, just leave me alone with all that crap. Just leave me in the meadow. Just let me live a lovely life. That's where my head needs to be in order to find peace. And I had all these lyrics written, and they, like I said, they came really quickly, and I knew it was something. And
yeah.
When he sent me the tune, it was like the puzzle pieces just fit together. Which is a really beautiful, magical thing. And
a masterful job.
Well, we're we want to get in more players and make that. This is really the rockin' tune. The other one, Hold On, that was more of a mellow. I wouldn't call it a pretty song. It's about a lot of sort of like loneliness and redemption. And, if we can be in this place of isolation and loneliness, just hold on, just give it a few minutes. Those that fog will disappear.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what that first one was about. But
that's
Ashes,
perfect.
I'm really.
That's the redemption right there. You got to somehow manage to hold on and keep trying.
Yeah.
You can't give in to the evils.
Yeah, whatever they are, if they're coming from the outside, they're coming from the inside, they're coming from whatever fear, and really not to put that on each other. I've fallen into it, and we all fall into it. We all fall into it, and we can lash out, but it's an interesting time.
It is,
no matter where you stand on anything, it's an interesting time, and we're all being really affected by it. So it's nice to be able to create something in the middle of all of this.
Well, this is, to me, this is like one of the great social experiments of civilization.
Yeah.
Is this big, giant shutdown of business and what it's done to the world. It's, we're not the only ones going through this. And, and
the business of being social business, the business of being
so we're desperately limiting some social activities here, and I hope that it helps somehow keep some people alive. We don't know exactly how many we're keeping alive. If this whole thing is one giant hoax, like several people in the Republican Party tell us, or if it's just We
would
aren't
never-
doing enough. We don't.
Yeah.
We really don't know.
Well, it's obviously, I mean, to me, it's not, you know, the illness is not a hoax. But there's stuff happening. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
We want to keep an eye.
That's right. You know,
But again, you know, we don't need to, you know, I'm trying to remember some of the lines in that song. Like, there are killers everywhere. There are monsters in the streets, you know. These killers, they look like you and I.
yes.
Could be you, or you. It's, you know,
Right.
maybe
Any one
it's
of
me.
us. That's right.
It's like a big, giant, creepy
Right.
game of Clue,
Mhm.
and sometimes, and no real crime has been committed. That's the funny thing, you know. It's like we're all just, you know, the funny thing about fear, the not so funny thing about fear is that it's, you know, anger is a reaction to fear, and we all have it, and
That's right.
no matter how we're tapped into it, I think that when it comes down to it, when we react, we're all just reacting out of that. We're just all reacting out of our stability getting, you know.
I couldn't agree with you more. All
Switched over.
anger is based on fear.
Yeah.
To me,
So,
it's always based on fear. It's like, I don't want to go over there. That guy,
yeah,
that guy he's wrong. He's wrong, and he's out to kill me. So I have
Right.
to kill him first.
right.
You know?
That's what that song's about. That's what this long diatribe has been about. Yeah. It's just
So,
down to that.
Anyway,
Had to get it out.
yeah. Well, I thought your music was really very insightful. I thought your talking right now is equally insightful. You
Oh, thank you
opened
for
up-
listening.
You illuminated some things. Ooh.
Well, you're one of the only people who listen to me anymore. So that's
Well,
nice. No,
Hopefully one or
that's
two
not
people
true.
will listen now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, we've unleashed the Kelly on the world now.
Well, you know, we've certainly, if nothing else, we're talking, you know, everybody's talking, no matter what you're talking about or who you're talking to. We're talking about really deep, important, life-changing, existentialist stuff.
Thank you.
You know, we've
Yeah.
had to stop all the mundane and go, what the heck's it all about?
Yeah.
Leo, is that the song Alice? What was
Alfie,
it?
what's it all about, Alfie?
Alfie.
Yes.
It's all about Leo, Alice.
That's a strange song. It goes way back in my life. It came out when I first got married, and it's all about a guy who collects women, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he has.
So that's
he
what
has,
it's all
He
about.
has to screw every woman he sees. It's all about
Ooh.
that, you know.
Wow.
And that's what it seemed to be. At least I
think
saw
I've
that
met
when I
him.
was 21, 22. So I don't know for sure. I'm sure if I saw it again, I might see it a little different.
A
But
different meaning.
it's
Yeah.
funny, you know, I see movies that I saw when I was like, you know, 30 years ago when they first came out, and I see them again, and I'm going like, holy cow, there's like a whole segment of that movie that I forgot all about. I
Right.
remember the important parts, but there's a whole checkup over here that's
Well,
just
I
like,
mean,
what? I don't remember that part being in the movie.
right. We only,
You ever do that? You ever go back and see a movie and see like, I don't remember that.
well, is it possible that they've put in new versions?
You know, that's the only consolation I have is somebody redirected it somewhere and they cut it
Right,
up
and
again.
whenever they couldn't, you know, I was in a, and thank you for asking what else I do, because I've I was gonna- because I've done the acting thing. I know I said,
Yes.
oh, don't ask me about that. I just
Oh, acting.
done the acting thing, and I was in a, it's funny what they do with movies, because they, there are different versions in different theaters. And there was one, you know, I was background. We don't say extra, we say background. We say background, featured background, right?
Mhm.
And I filmed this scene coming off and I've had plenty of things cut where, you know, I've looked forward to the scene, and I
Yeah.
go in and I'm, here it is. Here's my big cutting room floor. But there was one where I thought for sure that was in, and they auditioned everyone. It was the first one off of the train, and they did a close up. And could you change your expression here, and the emotion? It was just over and over again. Went there, was cut. But my friend who filmed that movie with me saw me dead center, saw me. She said, no, you were there. There was a total close up of. So they do this, and I don't know, I still don't understand the mystery of that, where in some theaters, maybe bigger theaters, they have more previews, and then they can put in an extended version of something and have in these, like, you know, these throwaway scenes or whatever they are. So it's possible. Also, perhaps we only have so much room in our brains that, you know, it's kind of like roll over when the new thought comes in, and
Wow.
you know, we can't keep it all in there. Come on, memory of a what? Memory of a goldfish.
Yes, that's me.
I was waiting for you to remember that.
3-second Bill, they call me.
And not because of your memory, but I'm bummed.
You're cruel. Now I like that. I like
love
that in a
you,
woman.
though. I wouldn't know, but I love you. No, I'm sure that you're. Sure, you're.
You know, speaking of actresses or actors, or you shouldn't call them actresses, but I know an actor that was in Mrs. Doubtfire. She had a 20-minute subplot in the whole movie, and they decided that the movie was too long, and they cut her all out. She was in Mrs. Doubtfire, a major film, and we were drinking champagne, and then we found out, no, you're not in the movie.
Right, you show up for the premiere, and you are, because she didn't know until the film came out. There's no way of knowing. There's no guarantee. So, you know.
Yeah, she had all kinds of speaking lines and plot lines and ba-ba-da-ba, and
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that hurts.
That sucks.
I mean, and it happens to really big, Hollywood actors where they, you know, so I shouldn't feel so funky about it. But
yeah, it's a strange world. It's not like the music world, which is much more fair.
I can't wait to see what needs to be cut out of this interview.
Oh, everything. They're going to cut my hat out.
Sure.
I think they're going to take my hat and turn it upside down.
If it were me.
That's what I would do.
Scrap it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's indeed a delight talking with you, my dear. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they actually use some of this for airtime. We'll see.
I hope so. Maybe we should have asked and answered some questions.
Before I leave you, I want to throw the whole field open to you. Is there anything that you would like to talk to me about, or talk to your fans, your billions of fans that are adoring you? How can they contact you? What, you know, you have any questions for me? I want to let you be interviewing me for a while.
First of all, I think that I am talking to my fan.
Okay,
and thanks for that.
I am the president of the fan club. So.
Do I want to? I don't know.
It's up to you, hon. You don't want to
have
have
any
anything?
questions for you? I don't know. Oh, I do have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So, are you? You know, there's the photo and it's interview with Bill for this series, and it's something kitchen. What's it called?
Garfield's Kitchen.
Tell me what that is, because aren't you Red Barn or Barn Door or Back Door?
No, the Red Barn series was a name given me by producer Steve Jones, and it was in reference to the work I've been doing over at Kemmelsholm Farm.
Right.
And Garfield's Kitchen is another whole other world. Garfield is a town in New Jersey that I worked at for 30 years and earned the money to raise my family. And so I owe them a lot. Now, Garfield is a tiny town in New Jersey. Like, for excitement, the people of Garfield drive over to Lodi Okay, and Lodi, you remember there's a Creedence Clearwater song that said, "Oh God, stuck in Lodi again."
Yeah.
So that's that's where Garfielders go to Lodi to get stuck, because Garfield's even lower than Lodi. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
All you got in Garfield is an Acme that you can watch the trucks unload. That's it. That's all they got is for excitement in Garfield. So
Yeah, that sounds
they
familiar.
have multiple cemeteries in Garfield.
Right.
That's the main industry of the town is burying people, I think.
The main thing to look forward to.
Yeah. But I worked at Garfield.
Goals.
A Garfield Gold, a place called Hydro Services, and we were right across the street from a place called a Stumble In Bar. And, and that was what we used to do on a Friday night. We used to stumble out. It was beautiful. That was Stumble In Garfield, New Jersey. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
Yeah, so there's a lot of great times. Even though I refuse to remember them, there were good times. Good times are wherever you are.
We'll just have to create. We'll have to create more forgettable memories that can be gone in 3 seconds, and then we can do whatever we want.
That's right. That's right. Everybody,
if they're
out
gone
there
in 3
now.
seconds. Woo!
3 seconds, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, darling, I'm going to say goodbye.
I love you to the moon and back. You know that.
Baby. You're an amazing person in my life.
All right, let's get together and jam. Love you, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.